All right, make us smarter with what happens at the coalface in the age of the 666. How important?
I don't know where this is going to go because
I can't help you. I promise you that.
No, and Horse couldn't as a player, but I'm sure he could as a coach. You are a premiership ruckman, Horse, back in the 90s, but. Yeah, the centre bounces have changed. The evolution of the centre bounce in recent times has changed. And as early as 5 or 6 years ago, it was more about protecting space and running patterns. And since, and Horse can touch on the rucks, but the rucks now have gone into a different mode and it's become more one-on-one. And stoppage coaches or midfield coaches are just working on craft now. And the ability to hit it to an advantage is less on the fly and it's more to a one-on-one, and what the other two pairs do around it is the next phase of the centre bounce. So, I mean, Horse, you've noticed it as well. We spoke today about how it has changed the last 3 or 4 years, and it's largely due to the rule change with the rucks.
Yeah, about 18 months ago, the rucks were allowed to come in and take each other's space, whereas before that, you really had to face off against each other, and the high-leaping ruckman had more of an advantage and they could hit it to wherever they want. If you look at the game a few weeks ago between North and Sydney, for instance, Sherry and Grundy, they really did turn it into a ball-up. So the bigger guys just stand there and really step over the line and take each other's space and generally hit it to the same spot. So Simmo's point on craft is very relevant, which we'll see now.
So we'll go through some vision. There's one from the North Carlton game. So we'll just pause there to start with. So you can see now, people won't remember 3 or 4 years ago, but now it's become just 4 one-on-one battles. And the two ruckmen are probably the two worst ruckmen in the league at the moment, to be honest. Darling's probably not the greatest and Young's neither. But if you look at the contest, in the middle, there's a space that's taken, so no one's jumping. Now it's just 3 one-on-ones. And what North do here, which is interesting, if you just pause it, keep going, about now, they leave their direct opponents to help support the contest. And I found it really difficult to teach the older players, Parker, and the younger players, Wardlaw, the art of the centre bounce about controlling space and controlling your opponent. They get sucked into the contest. The play continues, then goes from inside to out. They get sucked into that contest. Cherry gets 2 licks of the ice cream and they get beaten out the front. That happens a lot, especially with the older players, the older mids and the younger mids. So the ability to stay on your man and stay craft-driven is critical. The next bit of vision is more based on the Melbourne Fremantle game, and Gawn had a day out against Darcy. If you look at what happens, there's the 3 one-on-one contests around again. He spent the whole day hitting it forward. So every single hit out he had was forward. So let the talent take over, hit it to the forward target. I think that's Cozzy there. Or is it, who is it? Petrarca, sorry. And their MO at the moment is to shape out the front. They were doing this pre-season and they continue to do it now. I know it hasn't worked greatly for them in recent times, but they've been doing this a lot. So every hit out is forward of the contest. So if you're Fremantle, you go, okay, Sarong's getting tagged, let's stick Sarong in that spot and try and disrupt. So you see the next clip here where Fremantle gone to a mode where they put Sarong, they're going left to screen Melbourne. So Sarong is now standing in the hit zone, and you don't tag too often in the centre bounces. Melbourne decided to do that this week. And you see the two supporting midfielders trying to hold space. So it just now becomes Sarong.
Would Gawn react to that though? Would he see Sarong there and then change it up?
He's just backed in that Viney can get the job done. But Fremantle do a really good job of holding out space and let Sarong get it. The problem for Fremantle is that clearance is now behind centre, and it's a shallow entry and it's a poor exit. And this last bit of vision shows a little bit of desperation from Fremantle side. They got touched up in this game. I think they lost the clearances by 10, 5 goals to 1. And they just did this all day. We see Sarong try and pick this off now because they all know where it's going. So he gets on the fly, overcooks it, comes out the front still, and then Viney gets to pounce on the ball, and the shape continues to come out of the middle, and they finish off with one of the 5 goals.
So hit-outs to advantage, quickly, I know we're going to run out of time. Tell me about that. Is that a stat that we need to take great note of, or it all depends on what...
The pure ones, the flush ones, yes, but it's come now to hit it to a one-on-one, and it comes down to craft. And then who can support that craft in your positioning around it. So that's the modern centre bounce game at the moment. Until they change the rules, you can jump again. That's what's going to happen.
Simmo, Horse, great to have you both with us. Thanks a lot.
See you guys.
Adam Simpson and John Longmire with us on a Wednesday night throughout the season. On Monday nights, Adam Kingsley and Andrew McQualter. So the Giants have got the huge match against the Bulldogs this weekend, and the new Eagles coach is still searching for his first win. He's got the Sunday night game against the Hawks.